All right, let's jump right in. You've got stablecoins. You want to put them to work and earn some of that sweet DeFi yield. But here's the thing. As that investment grows, are you also growing a tax bill in the background that you don't even know about? Let's unpack it.
So picture this. You've got your stablecoins sitting on Coinbase or Kraken, and you want to get them into a DeFi protocol like Aave to start earning. But that means you've got choices to make. Which wallet should you use? Which network is best? And the biggest question of all, is every little bit of growth creating a tax headache down the road? We're going to walk through it step by step.
Okay, first things first. Before you can earn a single cent in yield, you've got to get your security sorted. This is where you really take control of your own assets.
Look, before you even think about touching a DeFi app, you have to move your coins off of that exchange and into a wallet that you control. This is the absolute, non-negotiable first step. You know the saying, not your keys, not your crypto. This is ground zero.
So you're probably wondering, okay, Tangem or Ledger Stacks? They're both fantastic, but they offer really different experiences. The Tangem is just so simple. It's basically a credit card. You just tap it to your phone to sign a transaction. It's fast, it's slick, it's portable. The Ledger Stacks, on the other hand, is a bit more hands-on. It has this huge e-ink screen, which is amazing for carefully verifying all the transaction details before you sign. Honestly, for our strategy here, just supplying and withdrawing, the speed of the Tangem is a pretty great fit, but it really just comes down to your personal style.
And connecting that Tangem wallet to a platform like Aave, it's way easier than you might think. You just use something called Wallet Connect. You go to the Aave site, hit Connect Wallet, and choose Wallet Connect. A little QR code will pop up. You open your Tangem app, scan the code, and then just tap your card to your phone to approve it. Boom. You've just created a secure link from your offline wallet to the DeFi world.
All right, your wallet is secure and ready to go. The next big decision is where you're going to deploy your funds. The network you pick has a huge impact on your costs and your final profits.
And this brings us to a classic DeFi question. Do you stick with the main highway, Ethereum, the most secure but also the most expensive route? Or do you take the faster, way cheaper express lane that's built on top of it, what we call a layer 2?
So here's the trade-off in black and white. Ethereum is the heavyweight champion, no doubt. It has massive amounts of money flowing through it, which is great for stability. But those transaction fees, oh man, the gas fees can be absolutely brutal. They'll just eat away at your returns. Now compare that to a layer 2 like Arbitrum. The fees are, well, they're pennies. For a yield strategy where every little bit counts, those savings are a complete game changer.
And MoneyZ just nails it here. It's up to you. If you're moving millions of dollars and need that super deep liquidity on Ethereum, maybe you're willing to pay those high fees. But for pretty much everybody else who's trying to earn a nice yield on their stablecoins, come on. The cost savings you get on Arbitrum are just too good to pass up.
Okay, here we go. Wallet is ready. We've chosen our network. Now it's time for the main event, actually putting those stablecoins to work and starting to earn.
We're talking about protocols like Aave or Compound. The best way to think about them is like automated banks that run purely on code. You supply your stablecoins to a big pool of money, and then borrowers can take loans from that pool and pay interest. You, as a supplier, get to earn a piece of that interest. It all just works, no bankers needed.
And the process itself, it's ridiculously easy. On a platform like Aave, first, you connect the wallet we just set up, your Tangem. Then you pick the stablecoin you want to lend out, like USDC. You type in the amount, and then you just confirm the transaction in your wallet. That's it. Your funds are now in the pool, earning for you.
So, what exactly happens when you supply your USDC? The Aave protocol instantly mints and sends you back a brand new token. In this case, it's called AUSDC. These A tokens are basically your receipt. They're your claim on the pool, and most importantly, they are the things that actually go up in value as you earn interest.
And this is where the magic really happens. This isn't just some number on a website dashboard. The actual number of A tokens in your wallet literally increases over time. You might start with 100 AUSDC, and a year later you'll have 105 AUSDC. Your investment is growing right there, inside your wallet. But, and this is a big but, this exact mechanism is what makes the tax situation so incredibly complicated.
So you're earning yield. Your A token balance is ticking up. Life is good. But what does the IRS think about all this? Well, this is where things get really murky.
This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? That very first step, when you supplied your USDC to Aave and got a USDC back, Was that a taxable event right then and there, before you've even made a penny of interest?
The core of the problem is just a total lack of clarity. The IRS simply hasn't put out any specific rules for DeFi lending. And in that silence, this vacuum of guidance, crypto users and tax experts have come up with two completely different theories. Let's break down the two sides of the coin here. On one side, you've got the argument that this is a taxable swap. These people say, hey, you got rid of one asset, USDC, and got a new one, a USDC. That's a crypto-to-crypto trade, which is taxable, period. It's the most conservative view. But then the other side argues it's a non-taxable loan. Their logic is, hold on, this isn't a trade, it's a deposit. The AUSDC is just my receipt. And since you don't pay tax when you deposit money in a bank, you shouldn't hear either. Right now, there is no official right answer.
Okay, let's put that initial deposit debate on hold for a second. What about the new value you're actually creating? You know, the interest that's making your A token balance grow every single day? Is that taxable?
Well, this is where the fog starts to lift a little bit. The yield you earn is almost certainly taxable. The IRS has this idea of dominion and control. It basically means if you have control over an asset, if you can sell it, send it, or use it, it's income. Since those extra A tokens just appear in your wallet and you control them completely, that interest is treated as ordinary income for that year, even if you never sell it for dollars.
And this user comment from Reddit really just sums up the whole risk perfectly. You might feel like it's a loan, but from a tax agency's point of view, they see an asset leaving your wallet and a new, different asset coming in. That looks an awful lot like a trade. It's a pretty big risk to just assume they'll see it your way without any clear rules.
So to finally answer that initial question, while your investment is growing, are there taxes to calculate? For the yield you're earning, the answer is almost certainly yes. You'll need to treat it as ordinary income. But for that initial deposit, it's stuck in this frustrating but really important legal gray area. Your choice is either to be conservative and treat it as a taxable swap, or be more aggressive and argue it's just a non-taxable deposit.
And really, this all just highlights the basic challenge of DeFi, right? The technology is moving at light speed, while regulators are moving at a snail's pace. For the foreseeable future, being a DeFi investor just means you have to get comfortable with ambiguity. So the final question isn't just about taxes. It's about how comfortable you are navigating in these gray waters.